Hello everyone, welcome back. So you probably have seen the Viewport component if you work on UI Builder projects or Workspace projects. Viewport is an important component in most workspaces. We frequently seen it being used, but many people don't clearly understand its purpose. So what is a viewport? A viewport is a component that can load a child page, or you can say it helps us create a parent-child page relationship. It can host multiple child pages and display them dynamically inside a parent page. In a high level overview, what we are going to achieve is something like this. On the left side, we will display a list of departments like IT, HR, finance, facilities. Then, whenever we select a department, on the right side, we will display the employees belonging to that department. So let's try to build it step by step. First, I will create a fresh new page. So I'll click on create a new page. This time I will choose create from scratch. So my page name will be department. I don't need any parameters right now. So I will simply click continue. So the variant will be the default variant. So this becomes our department page. So if you go back to the workspace, you will notice that a new page called department has been created. Now I want to add this page to left navigation. So what I will do is I will go to workspace settings. And I will add a new navigation item, that is department. Now our page is available in workspace navigation. Let's modify this page. Now let's add some components. Before adding components, think about the layout we want. So on the left side, we need department navigation, and on the right side, we need employee information. So I will add 2080 layout. Now the layout is added. The smaller section can hold department information and the larger section can display employee content. Now I will click add component. So the component I want to add is called viewport. So I'll search for viewport and click on add. Once you add it, you will notice a message saying that no page collection has been added yet. And you will see two options. One is page collections and another one is replace with viewport. So we will talk about page collections later. For now, we will choose replace with viewport. After selecting that option, you will notice that instead of a page collection, the system is now expecting a child page or a sub page. You can see edit content button here. Click on this. So since the page has not been saved yet, the system asks you to save it first. Now it opens the parent screen. At this moment, our parent page is department page, and inside this page, the viewport component will hold our child pages. Before creating the child page, I want to show you something interesting. Let's go to Application Navigator and search for Now Experience. Under Now Experience, open UX page definitions. So this table contains all the pages created through UI Builder. So if we sort by created date, You will notice our department page was recently created. Currently, the variant name may show something generic like default. Let's rename it. I will change the variant name to department default page. So I'm changing it as department default page. Save it and go back. So after saving, if I refresh the UX page definition table, you will notice that the same name is reflected here. This shows that whenever we create a page in UI Builder, a corresponding UX page definition record is created in the backend. Let's open this record. So you will see here details about the page. You will see details about the page configuration. The layout, component, viewport configuration and other settings are all stored here. So if I search for viewport in the page configuration, I can see that the viewport component has been added. So everything we configure visually in UI Builder is stored as configuration data in the backend. Now let's go back to the department page. So we'll click edit content again and this time we will create a child page. And I will name it as department employees. So inside this page, we will display employees related to the selected department. This time I will add an optional parameter called department ID. So this parameter can later be used to identify which department was selected. So click on continue. Now our child page is created. So currently we are having department default page as parent page and department employee default page as child page. Inside this child page, I will add a simple layout. Then I would like to add a stylized text component. And inside the text component, I'll write this page. This page displays employees belonging to the selected department. Let's save it. So now if I go back to the department page, you will notice the viewport is referencing to this child page. So you can actually see that the viewport contains department employee page. And remember, I can create multiple child pages if I need. For example, department employee, department managers, department assets, department requests. Depending on the requirement, I can load any of these pages into the viewport. So basically, department is our parent page, department employee is our child page. And the viewport act as a container that displays the child page inside the parent page. Now, if I save everything and refresh the workspace, you will notice that the child page does not automatically appear. Why? Because the viewport still does not know which child page should be loaded. That's where event comes into the picture. We will use a page ready event and a viewport load action to tell the viewport which child page should be displayed. For that, go to the page configurations and in the events, click on add event mapping. So when you scroll down, you will see a page ready event. Select that and continue. And in the overlays, you will see viewport load request. Click on that and click on continue. So select the viewport. So our viewport is viewport 1 and the page is department employee. As we are having only one page, So it is only displayed here. So select on department employee and click on add. After saving, click on preview again. If you observe here, the configured child page is successfully displayed inside the viewport. That's all for this session. In part 2, we will continue with our department and department employees example and learn how to dynamically display employee details based on the selected department using this viewport component. See you in the next video.